7 types of cold email headlines. So type 1, personalized subject lines. Type 2, subject lines asking questions. Type 3, subject lines with a mutual connection. Type 4, short subject lines. Type 5, subject lines that create urgency. Type 6, subject lines with a value proposition. And type 7, humor/creative subject lines. By the way, there's a lot of information on this, so to get all the points, make sure I don't miss anything, I actually wrote it all down on this bit of paper. Seems I don't have my iPad with me, so I've got it all there, so if I look down on the camera, it's because I'm looking what I wrote down, basically. So, number 1, personalized subject lines. So you can do this quite easily by including the name or the company or any recent activity they've been doing. Personalized subject lines work very well because it's for them and it's about them, so they want to click it open. I usually do a subject line including the name, because when you do a bulk email to everyone, you can just put the name in bulk email. Basically, it's a lot easier and quicker and works really well. Number 2. Alright, questions work really well because it's human nature to want to know the answer to the question, so questions tend to get open quite a bit. You can do this by saying quick question about whatever company it is. That's usually my favourite subject line. Quick question about blah blah blah. They usually have the highest open rate too. Number 3. So number 3 is a mutual connection. You can do this by including like a mutual friend, or if you got their email from like a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group, you can include that in there. So you have like some sort of mutual ground. They work quite well, especially for like bulk emails. I tend to not really use this too much, but you can use like a mutual, we're both in the same group on LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's it for number 3. Number 4. So this is the short subject lines. I use this quite a lot as well. Short subject lines could be just like, hey, how's it going? Just something like that. Or you can use emojis. So I tend to use emojis quite a lot because they kind of work. But I try and relate it to the target audience I'm emailing. So if I'm emailing real estate owners, I put like free houses, or gym owners, put like some weights, just like little emojis, little fun, quite easy to click, especially if they're on a mobile. On a mobile, you only can see like 4 to 7 words in the subject line. So it's best to keep it short and basically like that. They tend to have a very good open rate as well. So number 5. Number 5 is the creating urgency. This works really well because of the FOMO kind of strategy. It's something like rare, scarce, you need to click it now. So it could be anything like summer sale on, or basically like a time sensitive and then the pain point. So you got to click now to achieve this, that sort of kind of thing. This strategy works rather well as well. So number 6 is the value proposition in the email. In every email you should always include value, but getting it in the subject line is pretty hard to do. You can use things like some ideas about goal, whatever their goal would be. I've got some key features on solution, whatever the solution could be to the problem. So you want to focus on like whatever the solution, the goal, or something what helps them out and how to get to that point, basically. Cool. Also, to add to that point, like consumers don't buy the features, they buy the benefits. So you want to try and emphasize the benefit of what you're gonna get, and that's how you create value. Number 7, this is creating humor in their emails. Humor works quite well, but it's also really hard to do because humor is subjective. Say if someone's not replied to your email a few times, you could put like hello from the other side, like by Adele, because the person's ghosted, sort of thing. So hello from the other side. I've got some more wrote down here. So you can include the name, and then you put I hate sales emails in the email, in the subject line, sorry, and then in the email, yes, I'm sending you one right now, blah, 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 and just basically have a laugh about it. So it's quite hard to do, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. Right, so that's the overview of some types of emails. I made it quite quick for you just to go over a few key points. I'm actually going to do a post about this, so you can head over to my website and I'll do a more in-depth blog post about this topic. My personal favourite for when I'm sending cold emails, subject line would be to ask a question. So that's number 2. If you gave cold emails a go, what would be your favourite email type? And it's always good to try out new styles and give something else a go. So if you've never tried any of these styles, give it a go and see what your response rate is. If it's no good, sack it off. If it is, keep going with it. Cool guys, if you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up, comment below your favourite type, and I will catch you in the next one. Catch you in a bit. See ya. A quick video just for you to get into it. Fucking hell, the aircon's dripping. Never mind. Type 4, short subject lines. Type 4, short subject lines. Bollocks. Actually pretty hard to do. You can use something like bollocks. Sorted. 7 types of cold email headlines.